I'm going.
Hi. Hello, everybody who is joining us. Welcome to our Artist Talkback. We are so excited. We're going to give folks a few minutes to join us here in the room for our Artist Talkback. We're so happy to have you all. My name is Ebony Bell. I am the Inclusion, Engagement, and Training Director at Stages. We are so excited to be bringing you tonight's Artist Talkback, which is meant to be a community figurative roundtable where we can all get together to talk openly and honestly about art and these shows that we have that have been created by local Houston artists, Anna Maria Morris and John Ryan Del Bosque, who will be joining us tonight, actors from our Stages studio session. So again, we want to thank you so much for joining us for our Artist Table Talk. Tonight, we have an incredible moderator joining us. So without any further ado, I love to welcome Ms. Jordan O'Hara Smith to join us in the room tonight.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm so happy to be here on the internet with you.
Thank you for joining us tonight and agreeing to moderate this. We're so happy to have your fun, loving personality leading us in this incredible conversation.
Yeah, I'm super happy to be here. I love Stages studio sessions because I think we know I love a local artist. I love Stages. I love what we're doing with this. It's just really cool. And I think this table talk and just kind of conversation that we're going to have is going to be just lovely. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for those of you out there on the internet who are like, who is this young woman with this blue hair? I've never seen her. My name is Jordan O'Hara Smith, as Ebony said. I am the donor concierge at Stages. If you are a donor, you probably know me pretty well. I handle all of our opening nights, and I've been handling a lot of our virtual discussions. So if you've seen me, hey, old friend. If not, hello, I'm Jordan.
Fantastic, Jordan. And yes, I've seen you and I've loved all of the events that you have led. So we're so happy to have you leading this Artist Talkback. Like I said a little bit before, an Artist Talkback is meant to really invite our community in to have some open and honest conversation. We're going to invite you guys all to join in on the conversation with our two artists about creativity and openness and what it really takes to create a show that is all your own, and this opportunity that they have been that they are working in at Stages. So we're so excited to again welcome you all to our Artist Table Talk, and we're so excited to have Jordan leading us through it.
Yeah, and thank you for that fabulous introduction to what this is, Ebony. Just perfect as always. To give everyone a little idea for the flow of the evening, this is a very chill conversation, just a very, my favorite word, organic discussion, just giving these artists, Anna Maria and John Ryan, an opportunity to talk about these shows that they have literally built from the ground up. It's incredible, just truly incredible. So if you're watching this discussion and you're like, oh, I have a question, please do not hesitate to ask. Drop that question in the chat, wherever it is on your screen. I don't know which way you're coming at, but drop the question. I have access to those. I can make sure to get those questions asked because, I mean, I know I have questions. So if you don't have any questions, I've got plenty. But would love to make sure that all of you out there watching, you get the opportunity to connect with John Ryan and Anna Maria.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Jordan, for that rundown. And now, without any further ado, I think we're ready to welcome our artists. Are we ready to welcome our artists?
Yes, let's bring them in. That's why we're here.
Fantastic. So starting with Miss Anna Maria Morris. Anna is a multidisciplinary artist who is a Houston native and a Sam Houston State University alumni. She is a poet, an actress, a singer. Her poetry has been featured on Right About Now Poetry. Stages audiences will be familiar with her because she was in our production of Little Shop of Horrors. She's also been in our Latinx Play Reading Festival incredible Señoros City in a play called City Without Altar. She's also been in our Pantos, Panto Wonderful Wizard to be exact. Houston audiences probably know her because she has been in some things all over, and notably at the Alley in an all-new play called High School Play as Sophie. We are so excited to have her here. Her show, The Capacity to Love, will premiere tonight at 7:30. So without any further ado, please welcome Miss Anna Maria Morris.
Yay!
Hi, everyone.
Hi, thank you for being here.
Yay. Well, I will take a moment to introduce our second artist for the evening, Mr. John Ryan Del Bosque. Our stage's patrons will recognize him from many pantos, but we won't say the number. So we're just going to mention the recent ones. Wonderful Wizard and Panto Star Force. And just a little something, a couple weeks ago, he was part of Stage's studio sessions, and he had his session that premiered. So yeah, thanks for joining us, John Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if I just cut out there briefly. Technology is crazy, y'all. But yeah, I want to get this evening started. Ebony, thank you for being here. I can take it from here. So we'll see you in a bit.
See you later. Have
Bye,
fun.
Ebony.
Bye.
Bye, E.
Where's she going?
I don't know. Where'd she go? Well, hey, y'all. Good to see you.
Good to
Are you
see
excited?
you.
Well, cool. So, like I was telling our friends out on the internet, this is going to be a very chill conversation between the three of us, very organic, like the food, and we're just going to have fun. And we're going to talk about these incredible pieces that you put together. But I do want to start at the very beginning, which is where you two probably met. You were both in Panto Wonderful Wizard. Is that correct?
That is
Yes.
correct.
Who told you?
You told me. And so how many years ago was that, y'all?
I was still in undergrad. So that was in 2016. In 2016, I was a senior in college.
Me too.
For what? That was like your 6th year senior? Yeah, me three. Well, eat 'em up, cats. I think all three of us went to Sam Houston State. If you're out there on the internet watching and you too went to Sam Houston, let's get an eat 'em up. I believe you do something like that.
Eat 'em up, cats.
Eat 'em up. And if you didn't go to Sam Houston, rep your school, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Who knows? Well, cool. I think we kind of know like how you were introduced to stages, but did y'all find out about stages through Sam Houston or?
Yeah, so I'd known about stages like even when I was in high school. So when I got to college and I found out about like these opportunities that we could get as interns, I was like, yes, this is my way in. And so, yeah, when I got in Panto Wonderful Wizard, I just remember being so excited. And then I started rehearsals and met John Ryan. And I'll always remember him singing Witchy with the blue dress. And I was like, who is this man? Because he was running all rehearsal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So not physically running, but doing runs.
Yes.
Yes. I believe this is the hand motion that goes with it. So very cool. Well, I love that y'all have that relationship. And it's another great thing about stages is these local artists. And we do have this incredible partnership with Sam Houston State University. Once again, eat 'em up. And yeah, it's super cool to see your trajectory and your path. And look at you now. The two of you have written your own shows. You've gone from Panto to Stage's studio sessions. It's quite the journey.
That's a good transition.
I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, y'all, we already have a question. This is incredible. The internet is aflutter. Okay, so let's just jump right in and let's ask this question. Where did you begin when starting to write this show? So that's a great place to start. Thank you, internet, for your question. Yeah. Who wants to go first? Either one of you, please jump in.
Yeah, I'll go. Honestly, like I started thinking about this so long ago when the first round of studio sessions were going up. and I got to watch a lot of them, some from like some of my very best friends. And I like thought, what would I do with my own hour of whatever I wanted to do? Like, what would I do? And I've been thinking about it for so long. And I don't know, I think I had like 3 ideas before I finally landed on La Llorona. And I don't know, I just like started writing it. And I don't know, it just like came to me. I wanted to do something that celebrated my culture, also celebrated the fact that I love scary movies, and I wanted to be singing in a show. And so La Llorona allowed me to do that. And so I remember I was like, I've been told the story ever since I was a little kid. So I had that with me. And then I also did a ton of research to try to make this show my own thing. And so I don't know, I just kind of just started writing it a long time ago, actually.
Incredible.
No, yeah. I was the same way, John Ryan, in that like when I started seeing my friends doing the studio sessions, I was like, what would I do like if I had an hour to talk about just my art and what I wanted to do with that? And so my first thought was just like, okay, I definitely want to do some poetry.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then my father passed away. And so then I was like, ooh, okay, so now I'm in grief. So what am I going to do that's constructive with this grief? And so I was very interested in like examining what it is to be in grief in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of the second civil rights movement, in the middle of this huge economic and political shift. And I just wanted to explore all of these things within that realm. And so I actually started with one poem that I had written actually like 2 years ago. And then I just kind of worked my way through and explored all these topics within that realm. And so it was like very cathartic, but also just like a journey in that I researched and read so much in like this span of time. And I feel like I was writing forever. Like I feel like it took me 8 months to write this.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait to see it, Anna Marie. I cannot wait. I know it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, seriously. Anna Maria, you touched on this just briefly. You are very into poetry, especially in Houston. You do all kinds of amazing work around town. Had you ever written something, I guess, this large as a full show?
Oh my goodness. No, this is actually my first like full length show that I like wrote all on my own, and just was very vulnerable and was like, okay, it started out very broad and very like out there. And then it just kept coming closer and closer in because I was like, yeah, I can be vague and talk about these things, or I can be like, no, this is my story. And like, I know this because I lived it. So that was challenging, but it also was just like rewarding within itself, you know?
Yeah. Incredible. John Ryan, what about you? Had you ever written, because I know you're in your band, Rosemont Post.
Yes.
Had you ever put together a show of this kind of magnitude, especially with yours with costumes and everything?
No, not really. With my band, we at Rosemont Post, we write all of our music, right? Me and Danny Turner, also Sam Houston alumni, and Berkeley alumni. Okay, I'll throw that out there. So we write all of our music and we do shows, right? And during the pandemic, we did some live shows and we always wanted to like conceptualize those, right? Not just like make it just like, us sitting down. We wanted to be like, have some kind of theme or some kind of like a homemade kind of looking set, right? So that's the closest thing I got to it. So no, not with this budget and with this, with the amount of members on your side and on your team, like no, never. And wow, what an awesome experience.
Yeah, your show is incredible. And Anna Maria, everyone is excited to see yours as well. These studio sessions are incredible because it gives you, the artist, the opportunity to be an artist and not a character.
Yeah.
And, someone who works so closely with our patrons, that's what we hear about all the time is they love being able to see y'all as people.
That's so touching.
Well, thank you for, sharing your stories with us and being so open. I can't even begin to imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thankful for the space.
Mhm.
Like, I was like, wow, like having all of this space to just create and like explore things. I was just so thankful because I've never had an experience where just like everyone in the room was like, what do you need?
Yes,
You
right?
know? And I loved that. Oh, I love that so much.
Good. That's music to everyone that stages. That's what we love to hear. Like, it's about y'all telling your stories, and it has been really an honor and really incredible getting to know each of you, all of the artists, through these stories. But y'all, we are blowing up in the chat. We do have another question that I want to get to, and this is, I mean, it's a good question, and it's, with every amazing opportunity, there has to be something kind of difficult. But what was the hardest thing about putting the show together?
I got mine easy.
Yeah.
Mine is my own self-doubt. I at like every line, everything I wrote, to like the structure of the show, to like different moment, I don't know, like a song choice, like I would doubt that all the time. And I would like go back and be like, no, was that even good? Like, does this make any sense? And I'll go home, like, shout out to my boyfriend Arturo, because every time I was like, is this even good? Like, am I even doing a good job? He's like, yes, chill out. You're doing a good job. Like you got it, right? So he was like there for me for that, because wow. And um I don't know. It was the doubt.
The doubt is real.
Yeah.
And it's funny because John Ryan, watching your show, like it just seems so flawless. Like I would have never imagined like
Oh, dang. Well, Tevin too. Shout out to my director, Tevin Washington. Like, wow, he was also like super supportive, and like, I don't know. That was like it's weird because like when you do a script that another writer wrote, right? You're trying to do that script justice
right.
by performing your best. But to put like yourself on paper and then to put it out there, wow, what an it was like a awesome experience of like self-love and self-doubt, like battling each other.
Mhm.
And I'm happy that it turned out in the end, like it turned out good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was the doubt. That was the hardest part.
Yeah. I would say the doubt and the anxiety were definitely like the two hardest parts for me as well. It was so funny because like my show got postponed, and so I like had this moment where I was like, okay, what am I gonna do at this time? Like, how am I gonna like figure this out? Like, is it still happening? Like, I remember being so concerned.
Oh my God, I was worried.
Oh yeah. And my cousin sent me this really sweet letter in the mail, and she reminded me that Brene Brown has this quote, and it's vulnerability is not about winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up when you cannot predict the outcome. And
Yes.
I read that and I was like, okay, like I am braving my wilderness. Like I have told my story. I like am committed to this story. I'm really proud of it. And I might not be able to control how other people react to it, but I know that I created something really beautiful that I'm proud of. And so I had to like really tell my anxiety to like shut up.
That's right. That's right.
I believe there's a celebrity out there that calls that your inner saboteur. Just someone trying to bring you down, but
yeah,
you're doing great, y'all. Everything is moving and grooving, and you know, Anna Maria, life happens and things get postponed, but I am so excited that your show is happening today. We also have an opportunity for the lawn screening that was rescheduled, and I'll give those dates at the end of this conversation. Wink, wink. So, yeah, but we've got some more questions. So, you know, we talked through like the most difficult part of your shows, but what is your favorite part of your show? And Anna Maria, if you don't want to give anything away, totally get it. But little tidbit.
My tidbit is that I love the ending. I love the end of my show. I think it ends on such a beautiful moment. So that's what I'm most excited about. So you're just gonna have to wait to see the end to know what I'm talking about.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
definitely. Cliffhanger. My favorite part is whoever's seen it would know that there's a moment in the middle of a song where I transition from Bareface to skull face makeup. And that's my favorite part. Like I love watching it with other people and like seeing their reaction when that happens, because it kind of comes out of nowhere. I'm so happy it worked out the way that I envisioned it to work out. The technical team, they're so badass, and they got it done, because that looks so cool. And there's another transition later that I really love too, where it's like skull face transition to dead face. Like the transitions, my favorite part. So cool.
When we were watching your show, John Ryan, at my home, I screamed multiple times because it was so spooky. It's like, oh, was it ready? Or was it ready?
Yeah.
No, it's super cool. And that's another thing that I love about these is every session is completely different. Like I didn't know what to expect with John Ryan's, but I was terrified in all the right ways.
Yes.
All the right ways. Okay, let's see. Oh, we've got some more questions. Oh, we have one from another Stage of Studio session artist, Teresa Zimmerman. Perhaps both of you know her. Shout out. Another Sam Houston alumni. She's an alumni. I promise I am not pushing Sam Houston on anyone. It's just we have this partnership with Stages. It's great. So has your experience creating your shows made you consider self-producing another show? We can't get enough of y'all.
Yes, I love that question because that is true. Yes.
Yes, it has. It's actually really funny because like after I finished this, I immediately like called my boyfriend and I was like, I think I want to write a TV show now.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Like that is kind of like what having like the people like your team behind you, and like you can tell they really believe in you, and having like other people believe in you really did, like it sparked something that I'm like, I'm already writing another one, you know, like it makes you like believe in yourself so much, and it's such a gift from Stages. So it's like, yes, for sure. And Teresa, you should write yours too right now.
Yes, Teresa, we need to see the sequel.
Yes, please.
Or even a prequel, if you will.
Maybe that's a whole new series we'll have, the making of the studio session. I feel like Ken McLaughlin is probably watching this and he's like, Jordan, pull it back. Pull it in. Reel it in.
Yes.
Well, cool. Let's see. We've got another question. I love that everyone is so interested in this and we have so many questions. This is incredible. This is what this table talk is about. So you're both, you know, trained theatrically. You're both you are theater performers, but how is filming a studio session different than doing a live performance, especially in a theater?
It's so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need, I mean, you don't need an audience, but it's the audience gives you so much energy that people, I'm sure actors everywhere took for granted that energy that you give and you get every time you do a show, right? And no matter if you do one show a year or whatever, you get that energy. And because this whole time we haven't had the ability to do that, that energy has, not been there. So being in the theater, even just being in the building in a theater and seeing your name like on the dressing room, wow, I was like, whoa, this feeling gives me something. And so it's so different not having an audience, number one. And there's so many different cameras. I think there's like 6 or 7 different cameras that you're like always like checking to look at. And that was different. And I love looking at myself, so that was hard not to look. I was like, who is that guy? It's cute.
Yeah, it was definitely different because that energy, it's so weird, like not having it, because then you like realize, oh, I did take this for granted. Like, respond, especially as a poet, because you like feed off of the crowd's energy so much when you're doing a performance poem, and like to not have that, and like you're like, okay, do I still take my beat so that I give them time to react?
Yeah,
that's good. Actually, I thought about that so much, being like, do I pause? Like, are people?
Yeah, the beats. That was the biggest challenge for me, is like finding my beats.
Yeah.
on a stage, but knowing that I'm being filmed.
Mhm.
Yeah, isn't that it was a what a conundrum.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite the word.
Can't
Come on,
spell it.
conundrum.
But definitely the dressing room. I just remember like having a moment when I like saw my name on the dressing room and I was like,
I
okay.
know. And that's so nice. They put star. You're like,
Oh,
me.
oh. Well, Anna Maria, you came during San Muro, so you had been to the building, but John Ryan, I don't think you had ever seen the Gordy, right?
No, the first time I ever stepped into it was my first rehearsal.
Oh,
That's incredible.
Because I've been in New York City this whole time, so
you have, yeah.
I didn't even know. I just saw pictures of it, and I'm like, wow, that looks huge.
Mhm.
And I have such a love for old stages, and lots of memories there. And so I was like, am I even gonna? It's not gonna be the same. And it was basically the same, just really, but bigger and
Yeah.
like beautiful.
Mhm.
What a building. I can't wait until it's like fully going with like audiences and shows and actors, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be awesome.
The building is, I don't even know how to describe it, especially like being a staff member and working at old stages, coming to this new stages. It still feels like I'm not supposed to be there, at least me, because I'm like, this is so fancy. It's so
Yeah.
nice. It's so beautiful. But I'm definitely looking forward to when we open the doors and we have artists coming in, we have patrons coming in, and it really is that we keep saying it, that hub for the artistic community in Houston.
Yep.
It's gonna be great. I had a question for y'all. So, we're talking about filming and how different it is than being on stage in theater. Do either of you have a background in any type of film experience, on camera or off?
The most film that I have done has been in the middle of this pandemic.
Yeah.
So I was a live theater actor. That's what I did. And then, the world shut down. And all of a sudden, the only opportunities that were really presenting themselves were film opportunities. And so it's like definitely different, like so different. Like we were on set like all day, like almost like 8 to 9 hours. But
Wow.
and I remember we like got there at 3 p.m. and did not leave until like 3 a.m. But it was like so rewarding and like seeing this other craft take place. And like with film, it really is the director who's in control as opposed to theater. I mean, in theater, the director's in control as well, but like you're kind of just acting and they're like, okay, do it again. And now we're going to get it from this angle. And now we're going to get it from this angle. And now we're going to get it from this angle. And you have no idea what's going to be in the final cut. And you're like, okay, I know that take was really good. And then you're like, are they going to use this take though?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I do enjoy film. It's just a different beast.
Oh yeah. No, I've never, but I will now. Who's out there? Casting.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He can't sing. He can sing.
Well, cool. It was just I was curious because I know it's such a different beast, as I believe you said, Anna Maria. So yeah, it's incredible that y'all came in and just did this. And if you wouldn't mind sharing with the folks out there on the World Wide Web, how long of a process was this from like rehearsal to post-production, I believe it's called?
I think it was like a week of rehearsal, a week of filming, and then I think like a week of post probably. So 3 weeks total, from like walking in the building to watching it on YouTube.
Yeah,
That's fast.
I had about a 3-week because we did week 1 of rehearsals and then we had to pause. Like we ended rehearsals on a Friday and like I was like, okay, Sunday I'm coming in to start tech, and then we had to pause mine for a second. And so I was like, okay, when are we going to be back in? And then when we came back, we actually only teched and filmed within 4 days, so we didn't do it in 5 days. And so we spread our tech between 3 days, like.
Yeah.
2 full days and then like half a morning. And then like we just like went for it when it came to capture, and like essentially captured in 1 day and a half. Which I was like, I couldn't believe we did it.
Yeah, like at the end, you're like, is this?
Yeah.
And you don't even know. I know. You don't know yet.
Yeah. I remember at one point I even was like, at the very end, I was like, this isn't how I want it to end. Like I remember saying that. And like talking to Candace and be like, we have to redo the ending. This isn't, I gotta change something. This doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
And then we changed the entire ending, and now it's something that like I love, and it's my favorite part of the show.
Oh my gosh, the cliffhanger again.
Yay. If we could talk about the two that directed your sessions, I think that's also such a great thing about this is not only are we giving you incredible artists this opportunity to showcase what you do, we're also bringing in local artists to direct these sessions. John Ryan, I know, good golly, another Bearcat, Tev in Washington, eat him up. Tev, if you're out there, come on.
Yes.
And he was also in Pantos at one point. So Pantos where it's at, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Good.
Join us.
Yeah, and then Anna Maria, Candace DeMeza directed yours. I mean, she's just, watch out, y'all. She's up and coming.
Candace DeMeza, she is a force to be reckoned with. Let me just say that. And Tevin is, I'm biased. I'm like one of Tevin's best friends. I love him. And I think he is incredibly smart. John Ryan got to work with him, so I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's so smart. He's so supportive. He's, he like knows what he wants and knows how to say it. And he dresses amazingly. Oh my gosh. But like, no, I had a conversation. We had a meeting with, I had a meeting with him before we started rehearsing. I wanted to like pick his brain. I wanted to see, like, I had a couple ideas of what I wanted to do. And one of the things I remember from that call was him being like, well, I'm a spooky queen. Girl, I'm a spooky queen. Let's do this. And like, that was like my, that was like our little thing. And yeah, he's awesome. I can't wait to work with him again.
Oh, yeah. Incredible.
I've not met her, but I hear amazing.
Oh my gosh, yeah. When you meet Candace DeMeza, I always say she's one of those people you meet and you have to like have firm grounding, because you'll meet her and you'll just get swept away so fast because you're like, wow,
ooh, love that.
Things to say, and I just want to hear all of them.
Yes.
But yeah, I also had a meeting with Candace prior to us going into rehearsals, and I remember she actually made a shift in my show that really changed the dynamic. But I remember at one point she was just like, you do remember you're an actor, right? Like you're not just a poet, you're an actor too. And I was like, yeah, I am. You're right.
Right? Yeah. Love that.
I love it. That's so cool. Just mentioning also, I believe Candace was in a panto. That was the first time I saw her on stage, and I was like, oh my gosh, who is this? Ah! Yeah. She's incredible. For those of you out there on the internet, we recently helped produce Fatherland, which was her incredible show. Ebony Bell, who we saw earlier in the evening, directed that. So just a lot of really, really powerful stuff happening at stages right now. Really cool things. Ebony actually sent us a question, and I love this question, and I think both of you will also like it. But what would you guys tell young adults or students who might be interested in creating a show of their own?
Just do it. Like, I think like the hardest part was like having the permission to like just start writing. And I honestly wish I would have like 10 of these already ready to go, So my advice would just do it. Like, get a pen or get your computer and start writing, and know that your perspective is different from anybody else's, and it's so valid and it needs to be heard. Like, everybody should be heard. And I think that that's my advice would be just do it. Just like, start.
Yeah, just start. I agree with John Ryan. Nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
I like to say, move with the confidence of a mediocre man, because they just do things. They just do them. They don't second guess themselves. They just do it.
Yeah.
So I need to just do it.
Are you selling t-shirts? I want to buy that t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like we should put that on a shirt for you for your show.
Yeah.
Once again, I gotta pull it back. I'm throwing out ideas. I can't promise these things. So let's do this. I love like word association. I think it's so fun. So if you had one word to describe your show, what would it be? Other than spooky. John Ryan.
Oh my gosh. Okay, one word. One word.
I know. It can be more than one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I got it.
Okay, what is it?
I'm not gonna say it though, because I'm still thinking about it.
Okay. It can think about it as like you're pushing your show on social media and you have to come up with like a Twitter size appropriate caption for your show. Is that okay? Can we do that?
Yes, Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tweet.
Okay. Oh, my phone. One word?
It can be Twitter appropriate. Twitter.
I mean,
just
I
a little
already
statement.
I said a hauntingly beautiful Mexican folklore.
Hauntingly beautiful.
Thank you.
Or like I kind of like engrossing, like it drowns you. I wanted it to feel like you were also drowning along with her children throughout the whole process. Was that like it got you at the beginning, you think it's gonna be a funny, cute show, and then it like you drown with her. And like the show becomes darker and you can't look away. And I think that maybe like drowning, engrossing.
I love it.
River.
I love it. We're throwing out some SAT like words today. We started with conundrum. We have engrossing. This is just incredible.
Wow. I hope I used it in the right.
Oh,
Josh,
like this vast vocabulary.
Vast. Also another one.
If I had to pick one word for my show or like a blurb, I would say radical empathy, which is not a term that I coined originally. That is a Michaela Cole term. But once I heard her say it, I was like, this is what it is. Radical empathy.
That's incredible. I love that. And yeah.
Thank you, Michaela Cole.
I love
another one day.
Yes, please.
Just giving her a quick shout out. If we could tag her in this, anyone in the chat? Could we? Nope.
Okay.
She's not busy right now. No, no, she's very much. If you don't know who Michaela Cole is out there on the internet, please look her up. Okay.
Watch her show.
Yes, dear God. Speaking of the internet, we have some questions about your social media accounts, and I'd love to give you all the opportunity to, name drop yourselves and just mention your social media accounts because it's such a great way to interact with anyone, especially artists, and especially you two, because I follow you on Instagram and you're so much fun.
Oh, thanks, girl.
Yeah. So what are your where can they find you on Instagram? And maybe Ebony can drop these in the chat for people.
So my Instagram is Anna Maria Morris. That is my personal Instagram. So that's where like you also get snippets of my life and what I do. Cause I like to say I'm not a professional 24/7. I am a human and I live. But if you want to follow the professional account, that's the Art Anna Maria. And that's where I post poems and content. I don't like to say content. That's where I post my creative things.
I love it. We live for you and we live for it. Yes.
Yes. Mine is John Ryan Dell at John Ryan Dell. I cut the Bosque out of there just for that, just John Ryan Dell. And that's on everything. And then also my band is at Rosemont Post. We have a new song out. Please listen to it. It's amazing. It's our third single. We have more coming out. An EP on the rise.
Oh,
on the rise. Stay tuned. Follow out.
Okay.
Where can we find more of your work, y'all? It would Instagram be the right place? Could we YouTube you?
Oh yeah. I'm on YouTube. You can pretty much, I have links so you can go to my Instagram page, which is at Anna Maria Morris. And then I have a link tree in my bio that links to my website and then like different YouTube videos I have that are on the internet and things of that nature if you want to see some more of my work. And plus my website features more of my work.
Very cool. So profesh. So profesh.
And I'm going to get a link tree too now. Okay?
As you should.
Okay.
But I will get one.
Awesome. Well, we've got a couple more minutes, and I do want to talk about the lawn screenings before we leave, but I want to ask one final question. And you've kind of like answered this a little bit, but what is one thing that you wish you would have known before you started your studio session? Or at least done? I know we've talked about like the inner saboteur and anxiety around it, but is there anything that you wish you would have known? Other than you're both fabulous. So.
I wish I would have known that the COVID safety protocols about a half hour, because I was very confused on like, I was like, do I have to get COVID checked before I come in the building? Because then what time does like the COVID compliance officer come in so that I can be checked in to go to my dressing room? But I think I wish I would have milked more time in my dressing room, honestly. I feel like so rarely as an actor do you get your own dressing room. Like, I don't know about you, John Ryan. That was my first rodeo.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And so if I could go back in time, I would just want to like give myself a little more time in the mornings before rehearsal to just like be in my own dressing room and just like bask in it.
Yeah. You know, I think I did that. I was there so early. Well, because the makeup took a long time. It took like around 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Wow.
But, shout out to Bayarthudo Carvajal. That's my
I was about to say, Arturo, your boyfriend.
And so we were there like a long time, and I would have to get there too. And I'm like warming up. Like, I'm so sorry. I probably disturbed so many people just trying to work and have a lovely time. And I'm screaming my ass off. And then, but if there was something I think that I would have probably just, I wish that I would know that it's all fine and that it was all going to turn out great, because the anxiety I had about how I was going to do was like, it's tough to get through at times. So I wish I could go back and just be like, hey, chill. You'll be fine. Like, enjoy every moment. And I think at times that my self-doubt, my anxiety, I didn't enjoy certain things because I was like freaking out too much.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I just wish I would have known that. But other than that,
that big thing, other than that thing of telling yourself to be calm, I mean, I'm sure we all wish we could go back a very long time and be like, just chill. It's all going to be okay. You're going to figure it out.
Because, especially the day of, like you're going through right now, Anna Maria, I was freaking out because of the nerves. And so I know you got to be freaking out, especially doing this interview and then going to watch it. I know. I feel you, girl, because I was nervous.
Oh, I like woke up this morning and like my stomach was just like dun da 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 da. Like, it's a big day. I can tell.
It's not today.
Only nerves today.
You thought you were gonna eat.
Well, you know, it's gonna be great, Anna Maria. I'm excited to see your show. Everyone out there is excited. We've got all types of different reservations and people coming through, and no pressure. It's gonna be so much fun. You're both freaking superstars, and it's been an absolute honor. I do want to touch on something else. I keep saying touch on, but it's my little way to get back. We didn't have lawn screenings scheduled for y'all, but we do now. You heard it here first, internet. We have actually been able to put some dates on the schedule for the lawn screenings. And so last week we were supposed to have Carolyn Johnson. Of course, we had to cancel that because of the storm that did not happen. And that will be happening on May 28th, a little bit over a month from now. John Ryan, yours is going to be on June 4th. And Anna Maria, yours is on June 11th. And so for anyone out there that doesn't know, this is a really, really cool thing that Stages is doing now. with these studio sessions, basically you can reserve a pod. It's socially distanced from everyone else, but it gives you the opportunity to be surrounded by other people and kind of feel like we're just a little bit back to normal.
Yes.
And we get to watch your shows on this big screen.
So big.
It's so cool.
So big. So cool. Yeah. And wine.
Yes.
I'm so excited that we're going to get these.
Yeah. And it's cool because they bring you wine to your pod or whatever it is that you order. And so it's a really neat experience. And of course, it's great for y'all. You get to see yourselves on the big screen.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'll be there.
I'm excited. Yeah.
So make your reservations, people of the World Wide Web, because pods go quickly, especially, get online, make your reservation, email me if you have my email. I won't drop it here, but if you have it, email me. All right. Well, y'all, I want to say thank you. Love you both so much. It is always an honor and always a pleasure to even be in the room with both of you, but we can't be in the room together, so we're doing it virtually. And this has been the thrill of a lifetime. It's the cherry on top of a lovely week, and it's a great way to end my Friday and move into watching your studio session, Anna Maria. So I just wanted to thank you both again, and I hope you both have an incredible weekend. Anna Maria, please eat. It's all going to happen soon. 7:30. It's going down. It's going to be incredible.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Any final words that you want to say, or
Thank you for everyone watching and who's watched the studio session so far. You guys are amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, y'all.
Well, cool. Thanks for joining. I hope y'all have a great weekend. And we're gonna bring Ebony back in, and we'll close us out.
All righty.
Hi. That was so much fun. Thank you so much. We're going to let Anna and John Ryan head on out. And Maria has to get ready to watch her studio session. Bye. Bye. Well, Jordan. Oh, hey, it's just you now.
Well, John Ryan, get out of here. What are you?
Always trying to linger.
I know.
Jordan, thank you so much for doing that. That was incredible. You really have a way with these artists and these actors of really creating a relaxed environment for them to really talk and be chill like normal people. So I really love the way that you handle that. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. I mean, I just told them, oh no, did my internet cut out? I'm so sorry. But like I was telling John Ryan and Anna Maria, it's a pleasure. It's all about these artists. It's not about me and my blue hair. It's about the incredible work that they're doing and with stages. And, it's really, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime. And we want to thank everybody who's at home, who joined us tonight, who submitted questions and engaged in our artist talkback. Thank you for being a part of our virtual roundtable and being a part of this conversation. So right now we're all about to go get our snacks. We're about to go to the restroom. We are about to get our drinks and get all set up to watch Anna Maria Morris's studio session,
Yay!
which is going to premiere tonight at 7:30. If you have already registered for that, please go ahead to your emails, click on that link, get it all pulled up and ready to go so you're ready for 7:30. If you have not registered for that show, you can head on over to stageshouston.com to register for tonight's studio session. It is free. It is free. So there are no excuses. Comfort of your own home. Go ahead, grab that drink, kick your feet up, and join us for her show, The Capacity to Love.
And, give us some love on social media, people. Give us a follow. Follow John Ryan and Anna Maria. They're the stars of the evening. Tell them how much you love stuff. And we love feedback. We love to hear it.
And so much of this stuff is free of charge and on our YouTube, and you will get a notification for it if you go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell button. Go ahead, do it.
Do it. Hit that ebony bell button. It's a little bell.
I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you took it there. I'm glad you took it there.
I had to. You know how hokey I am. I do believe that our technical director of the evening, Greg Warrington, has dropped the link for the show in the chat as well. So y'all, you don't even have to go to the website. We've made it so easy for you. We got free entertainment. We're giving you time to go get those drinks and snacks. Get out of here. Go get ready for the show and click that link. And it premieres in exactly 39 minutes.
Math. We will see you there. We're going to see you in the comment sections over there, guys. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.